And just as I figured, look at this. Right here is midnight, right after we had our solar eclipse. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 C-class flares. Boom, 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 boom. Talk about a 4-punch combo. Woof. Now, luckily, the majority of that isn't coming at us as far as the coronal mass ejections, but the flares absolutely did hit Earth. Yeah. Hey, little fella. We can actually get on to watching these guys here in just a minute, but let's go take a peek at what. And of course, Ace, Mag, and Sweep Ham went ahead and turned this off again from about 10 o'clock at night, maybe even 9:30, till about 4 a.m. right during the eclipse. How convenient is that? What? Oh, wait a minute. No, this was the eclipse, wasn't it? 7:30, right around in here. They still had it turned off though. Look at all this going on. What is that? Why do they do that? It's very annoying. So let's take a look at our absorption. Oh yeah, we were definitely absorbing some X-rays. We had some X-ray absorption. So let's go ahead and take a peek at it. It's really not. I mean, any kind of absorption is bad. That's probably the worst one that I've seen. That's at least on this spot. We're looking at about 15 decibels of absorption. So it's not super bad, but these are all C flares. And that's it. And after that, nice and cool. Well, got a little pop there. But it's pretty dull. Pretty decent. Not too bad, actually. So, yeah, we did have every one of those pops. So, yippee-ki-yay. Let's see what else fun stuff we got. And here we are over at Lasco C3. And we'll take a look at what we got going on over here. Right as the little pop comes off. Here we go. Right about there was right around when we were actually aligned, but it started coming off, so it actually started moving in position, and so, yeah, she gave way, didn't she? Oh, but wait a minute here, what is that? Something round right there. Yeah. Uh-oh. Hey there, little fella. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Fun stuff, folks. Wait till you see this one. This one's beautimous. Let's check it out. Especially at the end. It's actually one of my favorites is at the end. There's several Borg cubes. I'll bring you to the Borg cubes here in just a minute. Look at all that boom boom. And oh, there it is. Look at that. Is it going into the sun or coming out of the sun? I don't know. You tell me, but let's go look at it on Seeds. That's where it's really exciting. Here we are at Seeds real time. And let's go ahead and start taking a little sneaky peeker at what we got going on here. Can you guys already see it? It's right here. Nice big one right here. And here's a teeny little planet, or a little moon, if you will, or a planet, if you will. This is our second sun, and you got to think of this being our main one. That's pretty close. But if you watch, it doesn't really move a whole lot. See it? You can see the top arc of it right there. You can also see one right here, and almost like another one right here. So I think this is the system. I think this is the Nemesis system. You can kind of see how it doesn't really move much. You can see the plasma moving, but you can kind of see where it's kind of sitting still. It's like it's slowly being pushed. I mean, if you think about it, if you blow on something like that, the wind will go around the object, and it takes a minute before the object will start getting pushed up, especially if it's heavy, if it's dense. So you'll get a lot of that. Look at that. Yeah. Hey there. Uh-huh. Now, this is coming around. This is from coming around our sun. It comes around the sun. Now, if you look here, especially, you can see it actually arc over. Watch as I advance. See, it's starting kind of like going around the round object. It's like, and then arcs over. Boop, just like that. Yeah, buddy. How you doing? Lots of fun stuff, huh? Yeah, let's go check some other fun stuff, shall we? Here we are over at Solar Dynamic Observatory, and look at this guy. Here he goes flying by, whizzing by, and then shortly thereafter, Oh, hang on a second. What happens? Boom. Boom, boom, bam. There it is. Yeah. There's our sea flares popping off. Boom, boom. You can actually kind of almost see, it's almost like see double of them. But yeah, right after he goes by, it kind of pops off. What a turd. Did he do that? That little scum sucker. Boop. Boom. Almost like he did a flyby or something. What in the world? Let's go see if we can find, let's go check it out. Check it out on other angstroms of light. Here we are at 304 angstroms of light, and we're going to start off here at yesterday at 7:08. We'll actually see the filament lift off that we know was actually coming off the northern end. Doesn't really look like it's coming our way, but we could still wind up with a little bit of that. And as we're going by, we'll see. Oh, what was that off to the left there? Uh-oh. But we'll actually see a little bit coming off, but nothing really heading our way. Nothing that's major for us to have to worry about. It's looking like it's pretty much staying away from us. We might get a little bit of this from this guy, but I didn't see really much of anything coming off of here for us to be concerned about at all. So we should be all right. Whoa, hold on. Actually, watch this ribbon up here, folks. Watch this ribbon right here. Yeah, there's a lot of dancing and moving going on there. Looks like a little bit of that lifted off. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. So yeah, we might get a little bit coming up here pretty soon. But we'll see. Let's find out. And here we are at 171 angstroms of light. So, oops, sorry about that. And it's looking like we might actually get a little bit. This is running backwards, this is running forwards. And yeah, there she is, starting to blow off. Quite a bit popping off. But the part that gets me is that this one down here, this might whip around and give us a little bit. So we might get a little bit of geomagnetic storms. We could see some extra aurora out of that. Might get a little bit. So we're doing pretty good, but there's actually something a little more interesting than that I want to show y'all, folks. Boom. Look at that. What would that be? The Schumann. Oh yeah. Schumann has been calm, by the way. For those of you who are new to my channel, the Schumann has actually been quite calm. Let's see if I can pull it up. If this thing will actually let me do it. We got an intensity of 27. The highest, actually. But if we can get to the actual... Oh yeah, that's some definite serious activity right there. But if it'll bring up the last few days, which it should somewhere, there's usually a scale down here. Oh my goodness gracious, really? Hang on, let me find it. Okay, I found it here. You can see here from December 2nd. And the first, everything was pretty quiet. Let's actually go up here and let's take a peek at the Italian version of it, shall we? And as you can see, it actually picked up right about here. We had a nice little pop, and here's this thing again. Only it looks like it's a different, almost like a different bar code, if you will, from the other day. And we definitely got some high activity going on here, and it's not registering here. That is our Schumann. This is our electromagnetic field. Once again, we've got these guys that are here up top. So like this side here actually comes out a little bit further, and this side is nice and perfectly flat. It's like each one is different, even the length of them. So I'm really curious as to what these are, because this one's short compared to this one. And it's I don't know. This is very interesting. But one of the things that we do have to try and keep an eye on, folks, is, well, we'll get to windy here in a minute. We need to keep an eye on our volcanoes and our earthquakes. This right here is just most recent. You can see we got 4.8. And by the way, these are all 1 point lower because they subtracted 1 point off. As soon as the gentleman, Mr. Richter, the guy that came up with the Richter scale, literally, as soon as he died, they subtracted 1 whole point. So it wouldn't look so bad, because psychologically, if you're looking at, let's say, this one here, for example, this is a 4.8. If you see this at a 5.8, you're going to go, holy cow, and people will really start to realize the severity of it. So they decided to minus 1 whole point, and they did that years ago, and it's like, you bunch of scum suckers. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, you've got 5.1, so really that's a 6.1. Papua New Guinea, that's been going off like crazy. We're going to start seeing some that are going to start hitting out here in the end of this bugger. And remember where I told you, where we had that our solar eclipse was down right around over here, all really close to right here, this volcano that's actually erupting. So all of this stuff is going on. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's just take a look here. Now the ones I have here in red are the ones that are just erupting. Okay, up here you can see eruption, warning, unrest, all. You can please go here, look at it yourself. When this is earthquakes.volcanodiscovery.com, and you can actually take a look at some of the ones that, I mean, this is just within the last 24 hours. These are all December 4th, by the way. These are all from today. All of these. All of these. Yes, all of these. Oh, look, here we go. From December 3rd. So, yeah. I don't even know how many that is. That's, I mean, Judas Priest. Look at all of those. That's all today. Every one of them. Yeah. That should put a little pucker in the old pooper. But the real thing that we need to... Oh, man, that's not good. Now, this is going to be affected because of the solar winds that we did have coming in. Of course, we also had the portal between the solar eclipse right at our our own portal to our inner Earth, if you will, the South Pole, Antarctica. But this is our PM 2.5. India, once again, my gosh, they're getting hammered really bad. Oh, it makes me sick. Them in Pakistan, right over here. Really high concentrations in India, also with China. Right over here, really bad, really, really bad. There's so much going on over here. I don't even know what could cause all that. Same thing up here in Canada. You got British Columbia and Alberta. Lots of PM 2.5 along the west coast of California, and it looks like, yeah, right along. Oh man, right along the east coast, close to Florida. Looks like it's actually starting to pick up as well. But the other thing that's kind of concerning, at least to me, anyways, is the nitrous oxide level, or the nitrous dioxide levels. Look at how bad these buggers are. Look at India, for crying out loud. Do you guys see all of this stuff? My word. Now, what can cause all that? Let's look at aerosols. What are aerosols looking like? Well, they're actually not super bad. Oh, except for like right over here in China. That actually looks pretty bad. But either way, it's not good. Especially the PM 2.5 and the nitrous dioxide. PM 2.5, we all know, it comes from red iron oxide. There are other contributing factors, but red iron oxide is the big one. And we have gone through the tail of Nemesis as it passed by. As it's getting closer, these levels will go up. So we need to pay attention to these. I will be keeping my eye on it for everyone to see what's going on. Whew, look at those numbers. Ouch, that's not good. So let's take a look at one more little thing, shall we? Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, I had to hit pause and make the video, and I had to go do some other things. And look at this, we had another one pop right off. Boom, a real good-sized C flare event. Oh boy, let's go take a look. So here we are, looking at our absorption. So 1509. Oh yeah, that's a pretty decent long event. Oh yeah, still in it actually. So yep, oh boy. Let's go take a look over here at our movie theater and see what we got. So here we got from this morning where we started off, right? Look at that, from 8:36 to 11:12. We're missing 3 hours of data. Almost looks like something shot over here in this area and punched the sun, because then all of a sudden, look at that, 11:48 to 14:12. What is going on here? Did something get exploded there, and besides just an eruption from the sun? Man, why do we keep having all these hours of missing data? Why are we seeing like laser beams or something shooting at the sun? What's happening here? And now this is not coming at us, by the way. This is actually going off the backside. We're looking this on your phone. It's one-dimensional, so to speak, and we're trying to look at something that's 3 or 4 3D, and it's going that way. It's actually not coming at us. If it was coming at us, it'd be coming more this way. We might get a little bit of it, but I really don't think we will. The way that it's coming, it looks like we might get a snippet, but that's it. But one of the other things I'm going to be doing is looking at the buoys from now on. I'm going to start keeping an eye on it, because with all the earthquake uptick and volcanoes, especially over here at La Palma, I'm going to try and keep an eye out on buoys. The red ones are ones that have no information, and the yellow ones actually do have information, so you can tap on them, and sometimes you'll get, interesting little graphs and bars just like this. It'll let you know what's going on with it. So I'll start studying up on this, and I'll start doing some reports on this here before too long. All right? Love you, folks. Stay safe.